Welcome back to the Morning Blend. We'll take a deep breath. No, really. Take a really deep breath. Are you breathing freely or do you feel congestion?
Well, if you feel the latter, then you might not be enjoying the quality of life you deserve. So joining us now is Dr. Madan Kandula with Advent Sinus Center, along with one of his patients, Chad Wolf, who suffered from breathing problems for years. Thanks for being here, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us.
Nice to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's first start with you, Dr. Kandula. Just in general, people who took that deep breath at home, they felt congestion, maybe they didn't feel a full breath. How many people do you think really suffer from breathing problems out there?
If you take, sort of sinus issues, just breathing issues, allergies, asthma, it's about a third of the population. So it's a lot. So, it's significant. I mean, so, many people don't have these issues, but those that do have them and have them chronically.
You can have a sinus infection and get over it, sometimes with antibiotics or something. You can have allergies that are seasonal. You can also have allergies all year long. How many people, though, suffer chronically?
Chronically, it depends on which. If it's just the allergy issue on a consistent basis, about 20% basically.
It's still a lot, and I wonder for people maybe like Chad, it sort of becomes a way of life, right? You kind of get used to it almost.
Yeah, I mean I think the hard part of it is some folks don't know any better, never have had it any better, and other folks just sort of it's so gradual that you get so far away from where it's supposed to be that you kind of forget what it's supposed to be like.
Yeah, and for you, Chad, you suffer what 10 years or more with kind of an obstruction that you weren't breathing well. What was it like, and why did you let it become a way of life?
I just figured that was the quality of life because I was living it. I didn't make an effort to try to improve myself. The last decade was the worst. I had gotten into a car accident, and I told Dr. Kandula that's when I broke my nose, and things just spiraled downward from there. Snoring, sleeping problems, my wife waking me up in the middle of the night numerous times, afraid because I had stopped breathing. I told Dr. Kandula many times on the way home from work, almost falling asleep behind the wheel. I just figured this is it. I just dealt with it. Drinking a lot of coffee, drinking a lot of soda, trying to compensate with other things instead of trying to improve my quality of life the right way.
And did you see a lot of doctors to try to fix the problem?
A couple doctors here and there, but no light at the end of the tunnel. Just suffered. Just figured this is the way I'm going to have to live.
So what was the turning point for you? That kind of, that light bulb that goes off that says, I don't need to live this way.
My wife watches your show and saw...
I love it when this happens.
My wife saw Dr. Kandula and said, you are going to go see this gentleman. You are going to go see him now. Call him.
Isn't that so true, though? I mean, just to give women a shout out, seriously,
it's true.
It's so often the woman in their lives is like, get to the doctor.
The snoring was horrible, and if my wife did not fall asleep into a deep REM sleep before me, she would not get a good night's sleep because my snoring was that bad.
And that's not good for relationships. I bet you hear that a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, it becomes a quality of life.
Yeah, you're lucky you're still married.
No, there's nothing good about it. I mean, it's not good for the person that's suffering. It's not good for the person that's seeing somebody suffer, especially if they know that life could be better. And
so what did you do? What was...
So to kind of wrap it up in a neat sort of package, he had a deviated septum, probably from his injury. He had big turbinates, which are humidifiers of the nose. So the nose was just stuffed up, and he actually was walking around with a chronic sinus infection as well. So.
And did you see that all? Because you do have that mini CT scan in your office.
Right.
Did you see all that in that scan and just a physical examination?
So part of that we can see in real life. The sinus part we can't see without a scan. So he had a scan. That's where we really get to know exactly what's going on. And what we did was straighten the septum out, shrink down the turbinates, and get the sinus passages open. So one surgery to do all that. And it's made some differences.
That's been great.
Yeah, what kind of differences?
Well, I used to fall asleep on a couch constantly. I was telling Dr. Kandula, I would literally sit with my wife and just doze off.
Yeah.
She was just complaining yesterday. I don't sit still anymore. I have nervous energy. I can get up. I got to move around. I've been exercising regularly now.
Because you can breathe?
Yeah. I would just not try before.
What about the sleep? Because I think sleep is so
amazing.
important.
It's like recharging your battery. I wake up and I'm charged. I don't drink as much soda as I used to. My coffee intake is way down, and I'm exercising. I lost weight. So.
And do you feel just generally in being able to breathe better, do you feel happier? Do you feel like your quality of life is drastically improved?
I think it's great, yeah.
All because of the morning blend? No.
Yeah, we should have had your wife here talking about how her life has improved.
I think that's fantastic. And I think the thing is, I think the message here is don't suffer.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, at least get it checked out. Understand what your options are. Because sometimes the fix can be somewhat simple. I mean, he had a maybe more involved surgery. How long was your recovery?
It was quick. Even the next day, there really wasn't any pain. A little discomfort, but they prescribed pain meds. I didn't use them. I went right to just regular strength Tylenol.
That's amazing.
It was really quick.
Good
little
for
tender,
you.
no pain, just a little tender, a little sore.
What's your wife's name?
Carrie.
Way to go, Carrie.
Yeah, thanks, Carrie.
I like it. All right,
There's more Carries out there. You've got a free seminar on Wednesday. People can come out. It's called Breathe Easier. If you're interested in finding out more about how you can breathe easier, or your husband, or another loved one, whoever it is, it's going on at 6 o'clock at the Brookfield Indoor Soccer Complex on Lisbon Road. You can call to register. You've got to register at the number on your screen. It's 888-994-3286. Again, that'll be on our website. You can replay this later if you didn't have your pen and paper. But here's information for the Sinus Center, so you can also contact Dr. Kandula if you can't make it out on Wednesday at 6 p.m. They're located in Tosa on Mayfair Road. Phone number for their office is 414-771-6780. Again, that's a different number than the one you need to register for, or go online at advent.md for more information. Thanks, Chad. Thanks,
Thank you.
Doctor.
Thank
Way
you.
to go.
Thank
So
you.
glad that you're happier. That's wonderful.